welcome to The Men Who Chase Geese. Oh, I'm not reading the name, sorry. It's Padawan Lost and Wookiee Hunt, which is the final arc and the final episodes of Season 3. So, we've done a lot of these episodes.
Yep.
Stuff.
Good stories all around.
Sure.
This one starts out with Annie and Ahsoka doing their little thing. They get separated. Ahsoka gets tasered. She makes a hilarious face as she gets executed. Electrocuted.
Chair over.
And then they basically put her onto an island with other Padawans or younglings that wanted to be but got basically trapped in her similar situation. And now they're put onto this sort of masterful hunt where the lizard people that are the bounty hunters race, and what was it? When did they introduce him? The fifth episode.
What?
Anyway,
the lizard people.
Lizard people, and they spend their time hunting people that they capture, and they just enjoy capturing and killing, and that's what good blood sport they've come up with. But suffice to say, Ahsoka gets out. She saves the majority of the people on the island, and you meet Chewbacca. So that's a nice little cameo that they forced in there.
Okay, you're full of nonsense. First of all, let's begin with the fact that it's a good episode. It's a good arc. This arc is really meant to showcase that Ahsoka has evolved. And you saw it in the last arc too, where she's evolved. She's more confident. She's better, and she can do things more on her own. If you remember, go back all the way back to season 1. There's very little she's doing on her own, and she's really with Anakin all the way, and now she can go off on her own and do her own thing, and she'll be okay. So I mean, in it, that's where she learns that I can do this, and she fights from the beginning, which is good. And from her capture. Oh, by the way, I really liked that the other leader they had before that was killed. What was her name? Khalifa. I really liked her. She was nice.
Who's Khalifa?
Anyway, so yeah, I mean the lizard people are great nemesis because humans always like to use lizards as nemesis in sci-fi. It's great. They use it in Land of the Lost. I used to be scared to death as a little kid of the sea stack. Mm. And I remember the scariest episode of Star Trek was when he was fighting the Gorn, which was a giant, was a lizard. It was a guy in a suit, really. It was a lizard. And the reason lizards are scary for humans, or humans find them, obviously because of the dinosaurs, we feel maybe some mental problem that, if they had, they could have taken over and we would be nowhere, which is probably true. But the other thing is that humans have a lot of our brain designed to deal with actually just expressions from other people's faces. A decent amount of our brain power. You have parts of the brain that are designed just for that. Lizards don't have really much of any expression. So humans find that very disconcerting. They really do. And they don't do anything. And it's the same with sharks. Sharks have, they don't have much expression. They have that when they roll their eye over, it's all white. It looks like a zombie coming at you. It's humans need that expression, and lizards don't have any. The lizards here operate a lot like, I'm guessing, jocks do when they're in those what are they called? Fraternities. I've never been to one, so I don't know. I assume that's what happens. They seem like the same kind of, quite frankly, like white people do when it's sororities, and they're like assholes. I can't stand them. So I hope they all die, and that's how it is. All these people are jerks, but they're so they inhibited that behavior through the whole show, and and you felt nothing for them when they were to die. You're just like, fine, good, you're a piece of crap, and there we go. And yeah, so Ahsoka finds within herself, to fight, and and how to survive on her own, and she does that. And I said it's a really well done. I said, and it was really well done. And I miss when Khalifa died. I really like Khalifa. But I mean, they attack them and they beat them, and yeah, Chewbacca is obviously what it is. I mean, it's a forced in cameo, but that's the show. It's fine. You didn't detract from the story at all. And it's nice to have Wookiee in the story, quite frankly. It's nice. So I kind of liked it. And if you're gonna put a Wookiee in, it might as well be Chewbacca.
Exactly.
So anyway, so yeah, I mean, I liked the end part. The end part was nice because where she, and she's come a long way from the movie where she is combative with Anakin, and through season 1, she's also kind of whiny, combative with Anakin. Not only is she no longer combative with Anakin at all, she's really not. She is happy to admit that your training when I was stuck there is all you. Your training, all what you had taught me, got me through all that and helped me lead, gave me what I needed to lead others to do the same. So I'm not here trying to push my Anakin's right method, which is I always think he's generally right. But there you are. So it's interesting at the last shot because you see little Yoda there. He's got a concerned look on his face to a degree because he understands that the next point is that they had put him and Obi-Wan and put their heads together and said, let's put him with her with him because it'll teach both of them. And Obi-Wan said, and he said at the time, but way back in the movie, I think even, or season 1, I think it was the movie. It was the movie, where Yoda said, the problem is going to be for Anakin letting her go. He said that, and you could see in his face that he seems concerned because he understands as they're walking up together that her ability now that she's no longer where she was. She's over here now. She's not up here, but she's moving along, and her next level or next movement is away from Anakin. Anakin has to be able to deal with that. So these are he sees these he can tell these are the next problems that are coming along. So there we go. I liked it a lot. I would say I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I'd give it a 5 out of 5, but I thought the villains were the most cartoon cutout, lizard men. Just I didn't like them, so I'm happy they're dead. I also noticed it was funny that all lizard men are dead. Like they didn't usually the
Not
bad guys.
survivor.
Usually the bad guys they get a few get away or they'll capture some. They kill them all. Because they're trying to tell you that nobody likes these people. Nobody likes these are just not lovable people, and nobody likes them. So there we go. Excuse me. So I give it a 4 out of 5. Also, that's because of that. Also because I like Khalifa, and I wish they hadn't killed her. I like that character. That's a nice character. Well, I did. I liked her in a brief time.
They had to kill Khalifa in order to make Ahsoka.
I'm well aware of how it works, but could have done another way. Could have had it where Khalifa realizes that hey, she's ahead of me, and she outranks me. She does. She's a Padawan learner, and they're just younglings. So she's like a whole level above them. So in terms of ranking, she does outrank them anyway. So it's true. It's the battle of the low lives, I guess you want to call it, between but she's still the head one, so she can still say I outrank you, which is true. So anyway, that's my story. That's why I'm who I am. What number did you give it?
Yeah, I also give it 4 dead Khalifas out of 5.
You see that was unnecessary. That was really unnecessary.
The one reason I found interesting is she stops Khalifa from this death grip, and he then alerts the people of all this stuff, and they're like, "Oh crap!" And I think she either learns from this moment or doesn't realize it, but then she does this battle with the father later on.
At the end.
And she pushes him once, and he grabs the earth, and he's like, oh, yeah, not going to work on me. And so she does it with, 2 hands and busts him out the window. He falls over the railing and kills himself from the fall. And the Jedi Order is just like, yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's the
you
Jedi
can't
way.
choke him out.
No.
But if you want to chuck him off a ledge or something.
And the fall is the thing that kills him, not you, not the force push. Nope.
I guess. That's how they justify it.
Yep.
But then the Jedi are justifying a lot of things in this war that don't make any sense. So there we go.
Yep.
So is that why you gave it a 4 out of 5?
No, I just think that's a good progression of her character because I mean, she starts to realize the hypocrisy of her ways.
It's called hypocrisy, not hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
No,
Hypocrisy.
no, hypocrisy. Well,
It's spelled hypocrisy.
It's enunciated.
Yeah.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You know, just like jackass.
Jackass.
No, jackass.
Jackass.
So let's see here. Oh, Christ's sake, there's like a gunga in it for crying out loud. Yeah, so this is the water one. Yeah, I never liked the water one. Season 4 is next. It's gonna be an arc again. We're in arc times, boy. This is all arcs.
Good story.
Water, war, Gungan attack, and prisoners.
See you next time.
Oh, there's more.
You did like this episode.